Didn't quite get the side on that. I was expecting it to spin off the cushion.
35.
That's the end of break. But once again, he's being patient. He was just going to get down there. He was so disappointed with that positional shot. He was just going to get down and play a quick safety, and then he thought better of it. So he's still fully focused, making sure he gets a telling safety.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 35.
Every time Matthew comes to the table, he's got absolutely nothing to go at. And can he see enough of this red to take this long pot on? He could finish on the pink, but look at that, he hasn't potted a ball for almost 45 minutes. That one on the previous frame when he swerved around the blue. It's amazing how he didn't knock that in. As we watch this little tactical battle, we're saying how well these tables are playing, and superfine cloths and the slate. Do you know the best slate for snooker tables used to be Welsh slate, but they haven't used that since the 70s. There's a shortage of slate. Then they used Italian slate, but these slates are all from China, and they're a top quality slate, and they're come to the head offices of our association where they're floated, and they're absolutely they play to perfection. What do you think, Stephen? There's one of them. Well, we know one pot. He'd like to pot the back one of the two. You think, can he see enough of it?
Be interesting to see how hard he hits this. If he plays it with an element of safety, or he plays it a slower pace to make sure he's on a colour. I think he's just got to go 100% for the pot and make sure he's on it. I think he'll play for a colour, possibly blue. I think he'll just miss the cannon on the pink. Well, I think the red will have the most element of safety.
One.
Yeah, it was a guide past the other one just to pot the back red.
It's great when you're in this position. The pockets seem twice the size for you as they do for your opponent.
Three.
Yeah, it's as if the pockets are getting bigger and the balls are getting smaller.
Four.
Really got into that. He only touched that, but overscrewed it somewhat.
Nine.
In the last 4 frames, Matthew's only scored 10 points. He just can't get a chance.
10.
I don't know whether the red that's on the black spot goes to the left corner or not. See if Ronnie has to make some sort of cannon on those 3 reds in the future. No, there you can see it clearly goes. And he missed it pink.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 10.
Right, well, Matthew's had his first chance for quite some time, and there's enough points there, although the reds are awkward. We just show you Ronnie just overcooking that one slightly. Look at that, nearly 50 minutes since Matthew's last putt. Come on, Matthew, time to get back to work again. And even then it's awkward queuing with that red. Oh, he's unlucky. He got the red, but he held his hand out there. You could see him, you know, he tried to bring the black into play, and look where the black's finished. I'll just show you it again. Just tried to open the black up, sent it off the top cushion onto the side cushion.
That was nicely struck.
6.
As usual, when you're up against it, the chances are never easy. 3
7.
reds on the right cushion, pink and black on the left cushion. There's a nice angle here. Follow through, cannon the reds.
Now he's got a nice little angle here. He's fully stretched. He could try to free the black, but he could play nicely for the blue. Just depends how he feels. It's coming up a little bit short.
30.
Just got to watch that green and brown to get back up the table.
Matthew came around just to look at the possibility of stunning the white in between green and brown and coming down and trying to dislodge these reds. He could choose to just play for either one in the right corner. I think it's worth a try, because even if he misses the cannon, he's going to be on the red near the black spot.
Just as you mentioned, Stephen, he did try to drop on those 2 reds. He's hit it a little harder than he intended, but he's got the red that you mentioned, this near the black spot. But he might be hampered slightly for that. That's a bit of a distraction for Matthew. But well cued. He's lost the cue ball.
90.
He did well queuing over that red. Just hit it a little too hard, and it's not a good angle on the yellow to get up to the 2 reds. So he's just tucking in behind it.
Matthew Stevens.
Big bounce off that cushion there, which he wasn't happy with, so playing a snooker behind the yellow.
Foul and a miss.
Bit of a chance. Bit of a chance. He's found the gap there. Still not going to be easy, but if he could get himself onto the blue in such a way, he might be able to develop the last red. Just checking the scoreboard. Not the easiest shot he's going to be faced with.
Well, there's a fair bit of mileage left in this 15th frame, obviously, and then we've got one more to go before the end of this session, but I'm afraid we will have to